Another day, another opportunity to build the best community of high-performing gym owners in the world. Welcome to another network day, and today we're celebrating the end of the year, a bit of Christmas, a bit of fitness, a bit of business, and just some good old hard work together as a community, shared suffering and all that. We're going to bring you guys along for the ride. We're going to hit a workout, team workout, true march on style, written by the gaffer himself, after which we're going to head over to the iconic Silver Pallet to break some bread, have an amazing dinner, speak a little bit about the year, reflect on some of the cool things that we've achieved as individuals, as communities, and then ultimately start to gear up for 2026. Come along for the ride. Let's go.
100, yeah, I'm still charging. They don't wanna see me win, but I know in the end I'm winning regardless. Sleepless nights, I was up in the stew, up in the breach, and they make me a hit. Even when I was feeling low, man, I kept on going, I weren't gonna quit. I can't wait for the day that I make it. Next in line, man, I feel like a king. My time will come, I just gotta be patient. Keep on pushing and take these risks. Made racks off putting my pain on tracks.
Alright, let's get stuck in. First and foremost, guys, this is so awesome. Obviously, we did one in June. It's quite funny how some of you can't get you on a fucking Tuesday call, but the moment I say a workout, you guys are in. So if you feel seen and heard, as a little reminder, make sure you never miss a Tuesday. All jokes aside, it's good to have you guys here. I think one of the biggest things I wanted to take today's opportunity about is just shared suffering, fucking putting in a good little shift and then go break bread. The food's good. Those of you who came to the last one, like, we're gonna have a proper feed. And with the timing and stuff, like, there's no rush home tonight. You probably want the traffic to die down if any of you are driving, so it means we can have good conversations, break bread, and have a good time together. Gaffer's clearly taking the piss with this fucking picture. And even more so with the workout. So thanks, Gaff. I'll hand over to Gaff. Gaff's also going to distribute us into teams so that hopefully you're not with someone you would naturally gravitate to, that we build community, build connections, and have a fucking good time all day. Alright? Over to the boss.
So today should be a bit of fun. I guess there's no better way to create relationships than doing it through the vehicle of fitness. Everyone loves a workout, so that's what we're going to get today. There's a 45-minute time cap. We're going to be in teams of 5. There may be a team of 6, 1 or 2 teams of 6, but it's 5 or 6. And the work is shared as we go throughout the course of the workout. Each team will start at slightly different stations, so we won't all start in the same place, but ultimately we're trying to get one lap of the gym as we go through the course of the workout. The goal is to hit it in under 45 minutes.
If I could do it, then work on you. Get up and make it work. Yo, if I could do it, then work on you. Get up and make it work. Ain't no way that I'm sitting around. It's now or never, I'm picking the first. You can't tell me that I won't make it. Knew that I had the skills since birth. Grinding, came out the mud like Roddy. I had nobody, I came from dirt. Still came fuck, I put in the work.
Make sure you don't get caught by a team behind you. You're caught by a team behind you, you're out.
Put one shot and I hit my target. I'm not even yet in my prime. I'm not 100, yeah, I'm still charging. They don't wanna see me win, but I know in the end I'm winning regardless. Sleepless nights, I was up in the stew, up in the breach, and they make me a hit. Even when I was feeling low, man, I kept on going, I weren't gonna quit. I can't wait for the day that I make it. Next in line, man, I feel like a king. My time will come, I just gotta be patient. Keep on pushing and take these risks. Made racks off putting my pain on tracks. Grinding hard, trying to see more plaques. I've been going harder than ever, I don't have time to sit and relax. I've been putting in countless hours and still not near where I wanna be at. This year I'ma prove them wrong. They said that I can't, but I know that I can. If I could do it, then work on you. Get up and make it work. Ain't no way that I'm sitting around. It's now or never, I'm picking the first. You can't tell me that I won't make it. Knew that I had this skill since birth. Grinding, came out the mud like Roddy. I had nobody, I came from dirt. Painting a picture when I write lyrics. Don't call me a rapper, I'm really an artist. It's weren't by chance or luck. I took one shot and I hit my target. I'm not even yet in my prime. I'm not 100, yeah, I'm still charging. They don't wanna see me win, but I know in the end I'm winning regardless. If I could do it, then work on you. Get up and make it work. Ain't no way that I'm sitting around. It's now or never, I'm picking a fight.
We're going to do something from the old rugby days. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, and then we're all going to come in and squeeze, okay? Ready? Ready? Chelsea, ready for this? 1, 2, 3, squeeze!
Came out the mud like Roddy, I had no body, I came from dirt.
Sick. So firstly guys, really cool to gather around as a community. I think I've spent the last few weeks really kind of, you know, that now that I've been able to walk away from March on, really kind of spend time on going to the depth of what it is I want to be doing with the Gym Owner Network. And the reality is, what we've been able to build over the last 3.5 years to get to where we are now is phenomenal. And many of you have been part of the journey since, you know, before the Gym Owner Network even started. Many of you have been part of the journey, PFCA, even as far as the SCA. Like, it's been a tremendous journey, and I'm super grateful for everyone who's been part of the journey as we've grown together. I've certainly grown because of you guys have grown because you've just been amazing, and it's been really cool. And as we enter into this next chapter of 2026, for the first time ever, I actually can focus even more on it, which is pretty cool. The fact that I somehow survived treating it as a side hustle, I have no idea. And for that, I'm sorry, especially if I told you to go all in and I'm just like side hustling everywhere. So I appreciate that. It's not lost on me. But it also shows you how much you can do if you put your mind to something. And I think we're literally just getting started. Having brought the performance coaches in, the goal was to have them go and study each of you without me present, so that you guys could say what you want to say without either trying to impress me or being intimidated by me or whatever it is, so we can get a real understanding of what it is you guys think you need, so we can really upgrade the entire member journey, member experience, the vault, the education, the events, everything. So this isn't one of those 2026 is going to be different and we're going to drop the ball. 2026 is going to be different. We're going to raise the culture, we're going to raise the ruthlessness. There's going to be no room for lurking, for hiding in the background, for being scared to share your KPIs or share your struggles and anything like that. Because if we can all put our hand up when we're struggling and also share our wins when we're winning, the whole community can rise up, right? It's pretty fucking cool. So what I want to do is I'm going to first bring someone up for a cheeky little award, and then we're going to just do a couple people just to share something that you're super proud of yourself this year, despite whatever you've been through, whatever you've done, how you showed up for yourself. We'll just get 4 or 5 people to share their story. But before we do, feels awkward to give it to this person for not showing up to Summit, but he wasn't at Summit for good reason. Anyway, this is the Most Improved Award, and we would have given it at Summit to a guy who actually I case studied on purpose on Tuesday. David Steele, this is for you, my friend. Like I've said on the call, I've got a lot of respect for you, but you fucked around a lot for a long time. Hiding in the background, saying the things that you thought I wanted to hear, rather than just going, I'm struggling, I don't understand data, whatever. And when it got serious, and the stakes got raised, and we called each other out, you stepped up, and the transformation that you've seen in the last 6 months, personally, your relationships, you as a dad, you as a business owner, you as a human, everything is fucking stepped up. So you get most of it improved. Come up, bro. There we go. Yay! It's the only Scottish trophy going home,
Thank you.
Grab a seat. So anyone feel kind of called to share something about their win, their journey, something they're proud of this year?
Me and Alex obviously opened up the gym just over a year ago now, so since then in the last year really for us, we've employed 3 full-time, well today we employed our 3rd full-time coach. We've been able to step away from the business quite a lot, which is amazing, just so we can focus on actually growing it and delegating things. Alex does a lot more of like the managerial stuff, I do a lot more sales, marketing, but I think ultimately we're leading a team so much better now, so I think even for me personally, just having the confidence to be able to actually say what I want and lead the team the way I want to has grown massively in the last year, same for Alex. So yeah, I'd say that's probably my biggest thing.
I think where you guys were, like mentally and emotionally at Summit, there was frustration from where you came from. There was a hunger to build something, but then there was a lot of like lack of confidence and immaturity, but also like you knew you needed to step up. And how you guys just showed up, did the work, and being consistent, improves in the pudding. So big up you boys. All that. Very good. Anyone else?
I think our biggest win this year was going from unlimited 100 quid a month to small group PT model, doubling the membership and losing half of our members, and then basically being in a financial situation where we were having to lend money off people to keep the doors open, and I could live without Liv. I'd happily open the gym, do the sessions, go home, watch Netflix all day, but Liv doesn't let me. She keeps me accountable, so it's all thanks to Liv really. But
I know it's been hard for you. Elaborate on the struggles you're going through and looking back. What are some of the lessons you don't want to take in vain?
I think one of the biggest lessons we've learned is just to know our own worth, know our own value, and I think that we were definitely over-delivering and undercharging. And if I could go back 6 months to when we changed the prices, I was just saying to these guys, I think the biggest thing that I would change is that I go in with confidence.
Yeah.
Because we give everything to the business, we don't really do much other than work, and I'd just go in with confidence and know what we're doing is worth the money, and not be like, I'm so sorry the prices are going up, but go in and say, look, this is what we offer, it's going to change your life, this is what we charge, take it with it.
Yeah.
That's probably the number one thing I'd change.
Yeah. And do you believe that now?
I do now, didn't before.
Yeah.
And I think seeing so many other people doing it and coming to these events and sitting on the calls and listening to people that were in the situation 6 months ago, when you're first in that position, you think this isn't right, this isn't going to work for me, kind of thing. But the more people that are in the situation that we were in and come through it, you kind of start believing it. And now I feel like we're coming out the other side, right?
Yeah. Love that. You're meant to look at each other as peers and be inspired, even if it means that you need to imitate some of the behaviors of people slightly above you and perhaps below you, right? There's some, like these two, they were new a year ago. The way they've executed from day dot means they've grown faster than some of us have been a long time, right? So there's no one better or worse in this community. There's just different traits and characteristics on how we all show up, and we should take inspiration from it and even look to embody it for a while until it becomes yours. So if Reese is weirdly fucking, super cyborg-ish on his time management, and you're fucking wanting to Netflix, you're on opposite ends of the pendulum, lean into that. You don't need to go all the way there. That might not be you, but there's certainly power to do that, right? And there's levels of all of that exist in this community. So turn comparison into inspiration. Be like, how the fuck are they doing that? I'm going to ask. Call them out in fucking circle. Reese, how you did that? Or fucking Connor, you've really stepped up your socials. What are you doing? How have you done that? Right? Because through all of us, we can really elevate each other's performance. And the reality is, a gym owner network gym can spit out wild profits, low attrition, great member retention, and a fucking sick team and a sick life that you're like, oh shit, I get to do this. The team and I have been talking a lot about this frame recently, about the difference between like care and not giving a fuck. And it's really hard in our businesses to find the balance between what do we really need to give a fuck about and what do we need to give zero fucks to. And I finally come to a conclusion of this where it's like, give so many fucks to the way you show up, the standards you hold with your team, and the product and the experience of the members. That's everything that you can control. But how the members appreciate your value, what they say about you, how they fucking communicate, gives 0 fucks. How they engage with the product, whatever, like 0 fucks. That's why I don't believe in a member survey to be like, hey, is there anything you'd improve in the gym? Fuck, you don't know. You don't know. We know. You know. This is what we're going to do to make it better. This is how we're going to do it. And you guys put your blood, sweat, and tears in like you do. Like we all do. But that's where you guys double down on, right? You care about the quality of food you're cooking in the kitchen rather than, I mean, Donna will tell you, the amount of fucking people in this town who will just be like, the plate's not hot enough. The knives aren't warm enough. It's like, fuck you. Here's the food, enjoy it. All right? Genuine. All right? So there's, like, you've got to really appreciate what are you going to give your fucks to and what are you going to give 0 fucks to. All right? Really, really important. Well done, guys. Anyone else? Tom, and then we'll go Jack.
I think there was one, I can't remember what call it was, but like, I've made it quite clear that I don't want to live in Nottingham and not spend, I feel like I was a bit trapped in there. So I think ages ago I was like, oh, I'm just sick of it a little bit. And I remember you saying like, oh, just go somewhere then. And so we were like, all right then. Because I think you mentioned Bali at some point. And I brought Bali home to my girlfriend and she was like, nah, I'm not going to Bali. But we said, we'll decide on Spain. And we were like, cool. Okay, so we booked Spain for January and February. Just to, well, I was just saying to Reese earlier, like just to see if it works. And actually, all that's done is just made us set all the systems up properly, set all the sales stuff up even more, realise it's not actually that hard to set everything up, and actually it's forced us to realise, well, to go, actually we can go and do what we want to do a little bit more, than almost be feeling like just trapped in Nottingham the whole time. It was quite freeing. I think I came off that call and I was like, oh, can actually just go where I want, obviously within reason. Yeah. But like this was the first test, and I know I've not been yet, but like even just to book it, I got my new passport last night. I was like, right, booking flights last night. Let's go.
Love that.
It's cool. It's quite it's exciting. It's the first time I've probably felt like excited about like not work stuff for quite a long time. So, but that obviously comes from work.
Yeah, and remember, guys, like the whole point of these businesses is a high performance lifestyle business. It's meant to enrich your lifestyle, not take it away. If any of you are in that phase right now where you feel like the business is draining you, you're like, fuck this shit, like book a holiday, buy the thing you want to buy, like whatever your thing is, do it, right? Because you've forgotten why you did this in the first place. And Tom had a limiting belief prior to doing that, be like, I can't do that, it's not possible for me. Where in reality, it is possible. You know, and it does raise the stakes and it does change the story, all right? And it forces you to be a better gym owner, a better leader. All right, Jack, what you got? Good work, Tom.
So obviously I finished on. I entered after the call on Tuesday. I sort of thought back about this year, and I entered into the year knowing I was going to become a dad later on, and things had to change. My pride was always work more, work harder, coach every hour, be on the gym floor. That's where I felt a sense of entitlement or like worth, I suppose. And this year's been massively about learning how to pull myself away from that, know my worth is more than that, but also know that I can then show up further along the line for now my child, and being able to actually be able to take a Wednesday off because I can spend the whole day with my little boy. That's something that 2 years ago, even a year ago, I didn't think was going to be a possibility. So upgrading the team, educating the team, and knowing that's now where I sit as a person is like, I've done the coaching of members and that's still something I do, but being a good leader to the team is what will elevate the product and elevate my lifestyle from what I chased all along was freedom. And then I thought it was like, I just had to keep working more and more and more and be in this gym 5 in the morning, 8 at night. But now, learning that I want to spend time with my family and I want to be able to be there, that's been my biggest winner this year.
Yeah, touch. Last one. Anyone?
Go on, Ashia.
Go on.
So, we joined the GON like a year ago. We did not know anything about running a business beforehand. It resonated joining GON because we were all about coaching quality and the product, and that's what GON is all about. So we'd kind of trickled along our little business, growing steadily, up until then. But what GON has taught us in the last year has fucking skyrocketed us, like in learning about marketing and sales, and like we hired 3 full-time members of staff, 1 part-time, like immediately, and that was the best thing we ever done. And how many times you see on like the calls when people jump in the chat and say fucking hired a coach, like if anyone in the room is even like hesitant on that fucking hired a coach, like it's allowed us to take holidays and be like present with our family, and how we've just tried to embody what like GON is all about. And now we're faced with opening like our 3rd site like in January, and for the first time actually feel like we know what we're doing. Like we've got the systems in place, as we've got 30 members signed up already. We haven't even had the gym installed yet, like they haven't even seen the place. So we're just like incredibly grateful, mate, for like what you've built here, like what you've given us in our business but in our personal lives, and thank you.
That was sick, guys. For those of you staying behind for boardroom tomorrow, it'll be a fucking sick day. For those of you yet to knock on those doors, like keep working, keep chipping away. It's not something you just stumble upon. You've got to work really hard for that shit. And like I said, 2026 is a whole step change. All right, you need to lean into it. You know, Matt and Rob, they participated fully. They went all in with everything that GON is about. The more you do, the better it gets for you guys. All right. Enough fireside chat. Let's break some bread. Ollie's in the room, so you can grab Ollie for a chat. Welcome, Ollie. Good to see you, bro. So let's break bread. Let's have a good time. Hang out here. Let's have good chats. Sweet guys. Thank you.
I had no body, I came from dirt.